Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. I have been so obsessed with anything straw lately, and I came across a few tutorials on YouTube on how I can make a straw hat or a sun hat using placemats. So this took a bit of trial and error. I had to make the hat a couple times, but I finally got it. As you can see, it looks great. So if you're interested in seeing how I created this hat, then just keep on watching.
So my package came from H&M, and it's the placemats that I ordered from their home section. This is how it came, and then I ordered two different colors. So I ordered it's like a charcoal gray, and then I ordered just a regular like kind of tan, I guess khaki color. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna be using the khaki color, and then depending on how it goes, I'm going to do the charcoal gray as well. So I have in total for each color, in total I have 8 mats. Each color I have 4 mats. So depending on how full you want your hat, you can use between 2 to 4 mats, but I think I'm gonna go for about 3 to 4 mats. So depending on how big it gets, I'll make my decision, but we're definitely gonna go with these first.
So now you want to use your seam ripper or your razor to cut out the threads and start unraveling the mat. So it's fairly easy once you get that first thread loose. And then you're just going to keep unraveling until you get to the base of what you want the hat to be. So with this, I would measure the top of a hat I already own, or even just my head, and then that will give you what base. For mine, I did about 7.5 inches. And you'll see I'm measuring here. Here I'm just unraveling out all the loose thread. You want to make sure you clean up all the threads so that you're not sewing over top of them. So this is where your cardboard or your paper towel roll will come in handy. You're just going to use that to wrap the braided straw around it so that it doesn't get all tangled when you're trying to sew. And you just keep repeating this process, obviously, each time you unravel a mat. So once you're finished wrapping your braided straw around your cardboard, so now I'm sewing the base of the hat, and you want to start a few inches above where you started to unravel the threads, and you want to go ahead and back tack on that so that it will not unravel on you. So now I'm just tilting the base towards the machine. You want to tilt it up in this way so that it starts to create the part that goes on your head. I'm just going to keep sewing until I start seeing it form. And now that it's formed, I'm going to actually take it off the machine and try it on. I also measured, and I measured about 3 inches to 4 inches down, but I think the best thing to do here is just to take it off the machine and try it on your head to see if it fits. So once you've tried on the hat, now I'm just going to reattach a piece of the braided straw so that I can continue sewing and start creating the brim of the hat. This was probably the hardest part for me, and this is where I ran into a little difficulties. You want to push the braided straw towards the needle of the machine, and then you want to slightly pull on the upper braided straw so that it's kind of creating like it's creating the brim at this point. And it creates the shape for the brim so that it can lay flat. If you sew it without doing this, it's gonna give you kind of like a bucket hat type of shape, and you want it to have a flat brim. So as you can see, as I said, you're gonna push the braid towards the needle of the machine, And you have to take your time with this. And you can see I had to back tack in order to stitch over, and you have to be really patient with this, guys, because this process is not easy. I had a few holes in that upper part of the hat when I realized after that I didn't stitch on. So just be mindful and take your time and go slow. So I hope that made sense. And then now I'm gonna keep just pushing it under or towards the needle and then slightly pulling the top braid until I start to see the brim form. And then once the brim is formed, the brim of the hat is formed, you can start just sewing the braid flat. And as you can see, it's starting to form really nicely. That was with one mat. And then now I'm just showing you how I reconnect another mat to be sewn, another placemat. And once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy. You just have to be patient, take your time, and you'll see it all come together so beautifully. And this is after 2 mats are sewn, and it looks really good. You can stop here if you'd like, or you can keep on going like me. I'm gonna go for 3 mats instead of 2. And if you're really extra, you can do 4 mats. So in this clip, I'm just showing you how I finish off the end of the hat, and I'm just tucking the braid underneath, and then I'm just gonna top stitch. And that's the easiest way that I can tell you how to finish it. And there you have it, that's 3 mats. And here's another look at the hat. As you can see, it's so pretty. I am so in love and so obsessed with this hat. I can't wait to be on a beach somewhere. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.